What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Storm DNA compared to the Roto Grip TNT, both really strong, solid balls. DNA being asymmetrical, of course, and the TNT being symmetrical. Let's see how they differ. Let's get right to it. All right, we're going to check out this brand new DNA compared to one of my most recent favorites, the TNT from Roto Grip. Man, the ball goes through the pin so well, so well. If you've watched the other videos with this DNA, it's a special, special piece. And I want to throw it all the time. That's a little fast. Yep, a little fast, a little tumbly. And that is the thing with the big strong balls. Everyone's always like, well, you should be able to throw them as hard as you want if they're so strong. Well, there's still this thing called oil out there. No matter how strong the ball is, if a ball encounters a lot of oil at a high rate of speed, it's like NASCAR tires on snow. Got that one a little slower, a little further right, and it responded just fine. Too much, actually, but I'll take that one as well. We call that over-adjusting. So we'll try to split the difference between the shots. And there you go. Okay, we're gonna get to the TNT. The reason I want to compare to the TNT, I know it's not asymmetrical, but it is a very low RG symmetrical core and a pretty strong cover. The E-Trax Plus solid. And this ball's been getting a lot of play for me. It lets me blend out the over-under on these house shots, and I've gotten to throw it on some patterns as well. It's gonna be really good. The phase 2 is a little too angular. You can see how early and strong that TNT is. We're asking this one to do a lot. This one hooks a lot for a symmetrical because it has a very low RG core. It's a very strong symmetrical part in this TNT. So that's why I wanted to compare it. Some people aren't a huge fan of ASIMs, but I think this DNA, you're gonna like it, even if you haven't gotten along with ASIMs in the past. We have to keep moving. Let's keep moving. The DNA has taken a little oil off the lane, and so the TNT, believe it or not, is earlier right now. And I tend to have that sometimes with symmetricals. Especially when they're super low RG like this TNT, I actually can get them to hook a little bit more in the fronts, which is not really what you want all the time, but when you're bowling those long patterns, you need your ball to start up really soon, and those low RG symmetricals really do that for me. Moved a few more left. There we go. Like I say, I know this is about the DNA in this video, but huge fan of the TNT, and I have videos on that as well. If you go back in the uploads, compare the TNT actually to a phase 2. and they're quite a bit different. So I plan to take them together because they're gonna give me different shapes. Up the lane on that one. Get the 5 out there. Goes up the lane, left and fast, and it's still hooked and rolled to give me that hit. Something's going on with this bow return. Will not give me the ball. All right. What I'm gonna try to do here, try to throw this one a little faster, a little more to the friction. Man, that one goes to the pins really good for as strong as it is. And normally, like I say, we're asking a lot of this one from that far left because of just how earlier and smoother it is than just about any ball that Storm currently offers. The only thing that I think is stronger than the TNT is the gem. On the Roto Grip side anyway, the DNA is going to be a little stronger, but the DNA goes about it in a little different way. The TNT I like to refer to as a baby gem. So that is the main problem when you're trying to, one, throw it harder with a really smooth ball and you get it to the friction. Sometimes if you get your hand around it, it will get back. But that one I got forward with my hand, so it went a little more forward and it didn't continue to drive when it encountered friction. It lost a lot of energy. The reason why I refer to it as a baby gem, one, its shape's very similar to a gem, and they share the same low RG core, but one symmetrical, one asim. So yeah, again, we're just asking a lot of this one. So we're gonna get to the DNA from that spot. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where the DNA is gonna be, it's gonna appear cleaner, which it probably is due to the asymmetrical part of the ball. Still a strong cover though. It's just gonna get through it in a little better. You see the huge difference in change of direction, how much more responsive the DNA is. It could be a multitude of things. Could be cover stock, could be the cores. Obviously, comparing symmetrical to asymmetrical is kind of hard, but I wanted to make this video because of how strong the TNT is, and if you have a TNT already, where you'd like to see the DNA fit. And I think they're pretty close strength-wise, but the DNA just does it a little differently. Threw that one harder like I did the TNT, and it got down the lane just enough to slap that 10 out. So cue the outro. All right, there you have it, guys. Storm DNA compared to the Roto Grip TNT. I know a lot of you are probably gonna say, hey, why'd you compare the symmetrical to the ASIM? They're very similar in terms of overall strength, let's say. They just do it in much different ways. DNA is gonna be just a touch cleaner, a little more responsive. You can go around the lane a little easier with the DNA compared to the TNT. TNT is gonna be really, really good when they're flat or hard and you're trying to control the back end, or if you're bowling in the league and that wet dry that you tend to see, the TNT is gonna blend it out just a little bit better than the DNA, but sometimes the TNT gets a little too forward and you'll plaque 10, flat 10, that kind of thing. The DNA is gonna be able to get through it just a little bit better because of that asymmetrical part. It's gonna kick a little bit more. And again, I'm not trying to say that they're super, super close. I just wanted to show you the differences between the symmetrical and asymmetrical lower RG type balls. And I hope that it came through well in the video. just how different they are. So if you're looking for, if you already have a TNT and you want something, you know, pretty strong but a little different, goes about a different way, check the DNA out. Or if you want a DNA and a TNT, there's the differences. You see huge differences between the two, so there's no overlap there. So yeah, definitely when you go to check out these brand new Storm, Roto Grip, or Roto Global balls, throw turbo products in there. I personally use the classic quad Pro grips and switch grip because I use my thumb. For those two-handers out there, I know you don't, most of you don't use your thumb, but that's okay. And check out EFX at apparelefx.com. Use my coupon code at the beginning of the video. It'll get you 10% off. PBA approved and PWBA approved. And yeah, that's all I got for right now, guys. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.